Okay, so if you're going to be running the Moodle automation, there are a few things we need to do to get set up for that. First things first, you'll want to go into the Moodle upgrade folder in Dropbox. Go to 2017 Moodle upgrade, and there's a folder here called Test Automation. There are 3 folders in here. One is for the actual scripts that you'll be running, so you want to make sure to have those. The add-ons are the files that help it run underneath the hood, as it will. For the desktop files, the one thing you will need to do is you'll want to select all of these, download them, and copy them to your desktop. So if you select all of them and then go to download, it will create a zip file, and you'll want to unzip those and drop them here on your desktop. So once you've got all of those files saved somewhere, you're going to open Firefox, and I've added this link in the QA Confluence page. If you go to Confluence and go to the QA page, there's a Selenium page, and there's a section called Installing Selenium. So once you get there, you'll open this link or copy that link, paste it into your browser here, and then you'll click the Add to Firefox. You'll have to restart Firefox after you do that. And this will actually add Selenium IDE to your Firefox. After you do that, come back over here, and there's another link. Copy that link and paste it in here. And that takes you to the collection that I created of various add-ons. This one you actually don't need anymore because it has been deprecated. It's no longer supported. But the Selenium ID button is nice because if you don't remember the shortcut keys for opening Selenium, you can use this. And if you're running on a Mac, I don't know what the shortcut key combination is, so it's nice to have on a Mac because I just don't know. Anyway, Selenium Expert, got to have that. Favorites, it's good to have the favorites because it will basically allows you to go back to the same suite that you opened before. It'll kind of store it. Flow control is an absolute must. We need to have this for our while loops and all that good stuff. File logging, it's not necessary to have for the Moodle automation. I use it a lot for other reasons. Implicit wait is very important because I do use the wait command a lot in the automation. So make sure to go to these links in the Firefox add-ons pages. So once you've got all that installed, you hit Control-Alt-S, and that will open up Selenium IDE. Now I already have it open to the suite that I'm going to be using, but for you, what you'll need to do is you'll need to go here and click Open Test Suite. You'll need to navigate to the folder. You save those things in Dropbox. It should work from the Dropbox folder. I tried it out earlier and it worked fine. So you'll basically, wherever this folder is on your hard drive, and the default location is going to be your username So it'll be your username. It'll be C users, your username, Dropbox, Moodle upgrade, 2017, test automation, and scripts. So navigate to that folder, and open the Moodle 3.2 suite. And you should see this. So the suite is comprised of 4 scripts. One is going to create the variables that you need for your testing, and the others are going to execute the actual tests. The first one goes in and creates the category and course and users and all the assignments and everything. The second one will then log in back and forth as instructor and student performing various instructor and student operations. The one script today that we do not need to run and you probably should not run is script number 3. So ignore script 3, but you will have to run the create user and script 1 and 2. One other step that we need to do is you need to make sure that you have all of those add-ons that I talked about. So if we go back here to the test automation and go to the add-ons folder, you'll need to install all these add-ons. Now the tricky thing about these add-ons is that they have to be installed in this order. The very first one that has to be installed is the user extensions. So to do that, you just click the browse button and go to that folder, wherever that folder is on your hard drive. And you can select each one of them in sequence in that order. This order is also documented on the QA Confluence page right here. So once you get all those installed, you want to click OK, and then you're going to want to shut down Selenium and then relaunch it. Now, it's important to do that because if you've made any kind of a mistake in the order in which you put those add-ons in that box, you'll get an error message here. And usually that'll happen if something is installed before user extensions. This JavaScript file, userextensions.js, is the one that actually activates all of the custom commands and things that we're using. So as long as you're good to go on that, then the next thing you'll want to do is in the Selenium IDE extensions box, you're going to browse and you're going to select the portals.js file. And again, that's going to be in your Dropbox folder, in that add-ons folder. And you need this because this is the JavaScript file that contains all the information about the school portals. It tells Selenium what the URLs are and tells Selenium what order it should fall in. So when you enter index number 0, for example, that tells it to go to the first school in the list and run the tests on that. And that's all going to happen in this create user and date variable script. So once you get all that done, you should be set up and ready to go to execute the scripts. And from there, it should just be a matter of following the instructions that are provided in the create variable script and some minor instructions that pop up occasionally in scripts 1 and 2.